I saw Flagrant 2, where you declared that you're going to be in the women's Olympic team?
I retired, though.
Oh, you retired already?
I was going to be a U.S. women's national swimmer.
Yeah.
But I did retire.
I'm happy you got smart.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think I always thought it was ridiculous. I still think it's even more ridiculous now. I'm just shocked that now people are starting to say it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's no backlash for saying it's ridiculous. But it's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess you needed a Mike Tyson to go to women's boxing, and then you would say it's ridiculous.
To really make
But we've seen an MMA fighher, a trans MMA fighter crack a woman's skull.
It's not
come on.
at all.
Yeah, there's an advantage. I think there's a clear advantage. I think that's the issue. And though, you know what's interesting though is like when trans athletes transition from male to female, I'm like so convinced that is how they identify as women, because imagine you dedicated your whole life to one thing, which is your sport, and then you started taking hormones and shit that made you worse at your sport. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I love comedy way too much. Like I couldn't transition to being a female comic and be less funny.
Wow. Yikes.
I don't agree.
I don't know if that's alley-oop or shots fired.
I just couldn't do it.
I think that's the only.
Couldn't do it.
I think that's one of the places where
I have to stay here.
I don't think there's no advantage to that. The comedy, you know.
There is no advantage to that.
I know some funny female comics, some hilarious ones.
Yes.
And I know some terrible male ones, and I know some terrible female ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny is just funny.
Yes, that's true.
Funny,
but
that's true.
The swimming thing is interesting because when she was competing as a man, she was like really low ranked, right?
Actually, no, she was when she was competing as a man, she was good. Like she was good within the Ivy League thing.
I thought I read when she was ranked really low.
I think they had her ranking like worldwide ranking like 456, but within the Ivy League tournaments, she was capable. Like she swam for the Penn team.
So it must be like 1,000 people for something is good.
I don't know exactly. I don't know if that's global. I don't know what the number is, but like she swam for the team. Like you have to be very good to swim for a college D1. You can't be whack. Like so.
I mean, listen, I just think it's ridiculous, but here's the thing. I'm not going to fight against it.
It's really up to women.
It's up to women. Where's the bond?
Like, if y'all are cool with it, but that's the thing about like dudes. Like dudes never cared about women's sports usually, and it's really up to women. And if women aren't saying shit about it, who are we to come in and...
The only time I get upset, and it's not even upset, I see people complaining about things like scholarships getting taken away. You know what I'm saying? Prize money, things of that nature, you know. And
so ladies, speak up.
I don't think equality means erasure, right?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
like if all things are equal, right? If you're saying, okay, you know, trans women should be able to compete because that's equality or inclusion, right? But what if women are being erased because of this inclusion? You know what I mean? Because there may be some type of physical advantage. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
it clearly is a physical.
It clearly is. So if women are being erased, you know, because of inclusion, is that really inclusion? Is that equality?
And what they'll say is that like she followed all the rules, like she did everything the NCAA requires, but there's still an advantage. So they don't have the system down to like get her to the point where she can compete against these people on an equal, these women on an equal playing field. But the thing that's interesting to me is that like you can compete against the guys. There's no rule that says women can't compete against guys. There's only a rule that says men can't compete against women because men have certain biological and physical advantages. That's why women's sports exists.
Yes.
Literally, women's sports exist because they wouldn't be allowed to compete at all because they're not physically gifted enough to compete against men.
I feel bad
in most sports.
Yeah, I felt bad when I had a couple of girls try to do football. And I'm saying I just wouldn't hit them. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not
that happened?
Hell yeah.
Where, in Jersey?
Every year we get like a girl or something like that want to come on.
Yeah.
And I'm not hitting
At Benedict?
No, in high school.
Oh.
Did we have a girl at Benedict? Oh, we had the white boy that came. You know, all black college. The white boy, he was like, he was good. And
what?
You consider him a girl? That's crazy, bro. That's truly crazy, dog.
But the girl, they had a
come on, dude. That's racist. Yo. Like, I feel
white
racist.
kickers are offended.
Yeah.
Out of this whole conversation, that's who we'll get backlash from. White kickers. You equate white kickers
really
to women?
No. He was really good. He's our kicker. But when she tried to come for high school, we was all looking around like, who's going to hit her? Because she tried to play running back. And I'm like,
no, you can't do that.
I said, whoever hit her, you fucked up.
Yeah, that's wrong. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, you could compete with the men because you already were on the team. You can transition into a woman, identify as a woman, and there's no rule that says that woman can't also compete against the men. So identify as a woman, do anything that you want as a woman, but just keep swimming against the men.
Yeah.
Right? Like, now, granted, she probably became a slower swimmer because she's taking these testosterone blockers and that kind of stuff. So maybe she couldn't keep her seat on the team or whatever it is. But, like, I don't know. It's just the only reason women's sports exists is because they can't compete against biological men.
But is that okay? Because she's altering her body, though, right?
Say again?
Regardless of she's altering her body to make herself weaker or stronger, you're still altering your body. How you going to compete?
I would like to know, and I don't know if this can be scientifically proven, how much weaker does it actually make you?
What, taking
estrogen
or testosterone blockers?
Like testosterone blockers. How much weaker does it actually make
I'm sure there's scientists figured it out, but like, I think there's probably like base strength that you have, and there's also like a bone density difference that like, there's just certain advantages. Like, we know there's certain advantages that men have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen a woman like offer to put someone's luggage in the overhead bin.
Never.
Right? Like, it's always a guy that does it.
Women don't take that no more.
Oh, really?
No.
We get a little upset. Like,
every time we be on the air, and it's to the point where it's like, I'm torn because I want to ask, but I've gotten so much pushback that it's like, I don't want nobody to get offended because I'm not trying to offend you. But
every last fight that happened, I was like, do you want to hit you? No, I got it.
I got it. I'm like, it depends. If I have a connecting flight, I don't even ask. I just take their shit.
The only people that let you do it is older women.
Yes.
Older women let you do it.
They're grandfathered into it.
Yeah. In fact, older women, once the flight is over, if you help them on, they
expect you to help them right back down.
I got you. I'm
Thank you,
with
young
that.
man. I can't wait to do that.
I'm with that. Now, I do think, and I really mean this, and I'm on record saying this before, one transgender woman per WNBA team.
Ooh.
I
think
that makes the league a lot more exciting.
Okay.
I mean, there's no question.
The WNBA is already exciting.
And it's balanced.
There's no question. It'll make it more exciting.
And it's balanced because one each one.
That's right. And I think basketball is a sport where, with that, it's still an even playing field. Because it's not like Asia Wilson and them don't be busting ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll bust your ass on the basketball.
I think they still bust their ass regardless. It's transition.
I think so too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's plenty of guys I know Asia can beat in a basketball game. But just one transgender woman per WNBA team.
That would be fire.
I think that's fire, yo.
Yeah.
That's going to bring tickets at least.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
Because it really does, it baffles me when I hear all of these conversations about the pay difference with the WNBA and the NBA when we know it's a strictly revenue and profit game.
Yes.
It's really
more
just that
seats
easy.
Are being sold.
That's it. So
just look into the crowd.
That's it.
It's okay.
So if you want WNBA players to make more money, then we got to start letting the WNBA make more money. The WNBA has to make more money. You know?
Now, is that erasure? Is that taking away?
It's 12 slots.
Erasing one.
Add a 13th. You know what I mean?
Add a slot.
Add a slot.
The NFL really did add a fucking couple of games.
Add a slot.
That's true.
Add a player, one transgender woman per team. I think that's dope. I think that'll make the league it'll make the league very interesting.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, everybody's talking about female swimming.
So 6 people on the court.
Nobody has ever cared about women's swimming.
Word is born, yo.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that till you said it.
I mean, trans are great for sports.
Women's sports.
Sports in general.
Well,
you know what?
If there was a woman who was born a woman and then transitioned into a man
and played football,
she was beating the shit out of dudes, you don't think we'd be talking about that nonstop?
Or she was a crazy running back with the
fire.
Oh man,
hell yeah!
Fire.
No, you're right.
Trans are great for sports.
You're right.
I love that. I actually am waiting for the biological woman who transitioned into a man to dominate men. That's the hero's journey. That's every Pixar movie.
You know, they kind of dominate us every day, though.
You know, real talk.
Yeah,
it's still
they do it physical.
There's still a patriarchy, right?
I don't know what that is.
I'll tell you, of course.
That ended. That ended during the
That was like
pandemic.
this over my head.
Patriarchy's done.
I'll tell you why there's still a patriarchy.
Why?
Because trans women who transition into trans men, I don't even think they get considered, bro.
Say what?
They don't even get considered. We don't ever have conversations about trans men.
The girl being the man?
Never.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We seen girls become dudes?
Women that transition into men don't get any of the benefits of being a man.
I mean,
I haven't seen it.
What are the benefits of being a man? You transition automatically. You got to pay for shit. Open all the fucking doors.
Child
fight in
support.
public. Child support. I got all the respect for these girls who want to do it.
You want to do that?
You know what I'm saying? I got
you
all the
coming over to
respect.
our side?
Come on over, yo.
No
World
respect
War
or
III,
nothing?
World War III starting? You want to transition right now? That's my dog.
But am I lying? Do we hear conversations about trans men?
No, we don't hear. We don't hear enough. We need to hear more.
That's what we don't.
We laugh. We laugh
never hear any.
when you probably have their beard or something like that. Probably you laugh.
They got better beards than me. I've seen
because
some of these
it's really
girls.
shaped up. They nice. They groomed the right way.
I need whatever they're on.
Testosterones.
I need that.
Or what's the other thing?
Huh?
What's the other thing they on?
Chitlins.
No, the blister. What's the other thing they take it to not be testosterone?
No, testosterone. Estrogen is for women and testosterone is for men.
Well, salute to all the trans community.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do agree. Like, yeah.
Yo, anytime you put trans in anything, it's popular.
Because people pay attention to it.
100%. Put them in anything.
Nah, people pay attention to it. No, you're right.
Next season of your show.
Oh, you think Big Fliggy Flame ain't gonna be on the show?
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man. Flame, that's my
Flame
people.
got me in trouble, man.
From what? You were looking at them status?
No.